Welcome back to the Stoic Tube. Breakups are universal, messy, painful, and often transformative. But not everyone navigates heartbreak the same way. While alpha males might jump into the dating scene to reclaim their ego, and beta males might crumble under emotional weight, sigma males take a path less traveled. Often described as the lone wolf, the sigma male handles breakups in a way that's rooted in independence, introspection, and emotional mastery. But how does a sigma truly deal with the end of a relationship? Let's take a deep dive into the psychology, behavior, and subtle emotional responses that define the sigma male's breakup journey, and why it's so different from the rest. Who is the sigma male? Before understanding how a sigma male handles a breakup, we need to understand what sets him apart. The sigma male is not defined by hierarchy. Unlike alphas who thrive on dominance or betas who rely on social structures, sigmas operate outside of the traditional social pyramid. They're independent, self-sufficient, and often introverted. They value their freedom above all and are deeply introspective. They're often misunderstood as cold or emotionally distant. But this isn't the full picture. Sigmas simply experience and express emotions on their own terms, often in private, away from the eyes of others. 1. Initial reaction: silence over drama. While many people announce their breakups online or confide in a wide circle of friends, sigma males tend to do the opposite. They go quiet. To outsiders, it may seem like they're unaffected, but internally, a storm of thoughts brews. Sigmas don't externalize their pain. They don't lash out, post cryptic quotes, or seek pity. Instead, they retreat, not to escape the pain, but to understand it. For the sigma male, silence isn't suppression, it's strategic solitude. 2. Emotional processing: analytical, not impulsive. Sigma males view life as a puzzle. Even emotional pain becomes something to analyze. When they experience heartbreak, they don't just wallow in it, they examine it like a scientist. What went wrong? What could I have done differently? Was this relationship aligned with my core values? Did I ignore any red flags for the sake of connection? This analytical breakdown allows the sigma male to gain emotional clarity instead of emotional chaos. It doesn't make the pain go away faster, but it gives it purpose. And for a sigma, purpose is everything. 3. They avoid rebound relationships. Unlike alpha males who might chase quick flings to reaffirm their desirability, sigma males see rebound relationships as emotional shortcuts, and shortcuts don't interest them. Instead, they prefer to face the void head-on. Yes, it's lonely. Yes, it hurts, but it's real. Sigmas embrace this emotional detox period because they value authenticity. They don't want to be distracted from the pain. They want to grow through it. 4. Self-improvement becomes a priority. While others may spiral downward post-breakup, sigma males often level up. Once the emotional dust settles, sigmas shift their focus inward. They dive into passions, hobbies, and skills they may have put on hold during the relationship. Whether it's learning a new language, building a business, traveling solo, or sculpting their physique, they use pain as fuel. To a sigma male, a breakup isn't the end of love, it's the beginning of refinement. 5. Social detox is intentional, not avoidant. Sigmas often reduce social interaction after a breakup, not because they're afraid to talk about it, but because they don't need the noise. They know advice from friends, no matter how well-meaning, often reflects someone else's lens, not their own. So they limit external opinions and instead trust their inner compass. This solitude isn't loneliness, It's emotional recalibration. 6. They rarely seek closure from their ex. Many people seek closure after a breakup, a final talk, a last explanation, or a letter to tie things up. But Sigma males don't often need it. Why? Because they give closure to themselves. To a Sigma, needing someone else's words to move on is a form of dependency, and dependency is something they actively avoid. Instead, they find closure in self-understanding, self-respect, and the lessons they've extracted from the experience. Final thoughts. The strength in stillness. Sigma males deal with breakups in the same way they deal with life, on their own terms. No grand declarations, no rebound games, no social media drama, just quiet strength, deep introspection, and a relentless commitment to self-growth. Their path is not always easy. It's lonely, it's raw, but it's real. In a world that often rushes healing and glamorizes distraction, Sigma males remind us that sometimes the most powerful way to move on is to go within, to face the silence, learn the lesson, and rise again, stronger, wiser, and more whole than ever